What's going on, YouTube family? I'm back in the building for my second video. I just want to get a shout out to everybody that watched my video, subscribe to it, man. It really means a lot. The feedback, I appreciate that too as well. One thing for sure, I don't judge anybody. Everybody plays poker different. For the people out there that feel like they're super pros and everything, hey, that's cool. But let's not forget, not everybody gets lucky in poker. So let's keep it realistic, and that's the reason why I made this channel, because it's realistic poker. Not everybody wins all the time, so hey, let's keep that in mind. But also, I want to thank everybody for letting me know about as far as the music. I couldn't really tell when I'm making it from the laptop, but after seeing it on TV, then I could tell you it's definitely loud. Just tune in, give me some more feedback. Please subscribe to the channel, and let's get this money, y'all. We gonna get it. All right, so the first hand on a 1-2 table, because I'm waiting for 2-3 to come up. Well, say my name, which they just did. I get dealt ace-8 offsuit in a small blind position. A few people make a fold, but we had one player. He decided to raise $10. Um, this hand, I normally don't play this hand, especially if I got to be the first to act. But this table, I want to see how it is. So I made the call. We go 5 ways into the pot, and the flop comes out 10, 3, 6. Not the best board for me. Two spades, one diamond. Not really looking too good right now. So I just checked to see how it would turn out. Everybody checked, so it seemed like the table is pretty much nervous and everything. Like everybody's playing pretty tight. So I decided to lead out with $25 because I'm finna get ready to go to another table. I'm trying to see if I can buy the pot, and everybody folds. So hey, I take this one down, and I go ahead and lead over to the 2-3 table. So get ready to tune in. I'm still waiting for the other person to fold, which he finally does, and we off to another table to go play 2-3. All right, so the first hand going into the 2-3 table, I get dealt ace-2 suited. It's a good hand. I'm in the cutoff position. Um, I had four colors go in. I'm liking the pot so far. I got lock flush draw, so I decided to lead out with $15 just to see my odds. And my player on the button, he decides to raise me a total of $30. Um, I was going to re-raise, but I decided, you know what, let me just flat call because I don't know how anybody plays at the table. So I wanted to get a feel of everybody. Other players fold, so I go ahead and make the call. Dealer gets everything together, so I wait to see the next card, and the dealer turns over a king of spade. Doesn't really do anything for my hand. I'm still committed to this pot. I'm not going anywhere, so I go ahead and just make the check just to see what my opponent does, and I'm thinking hopefully he'll slow down. I don't put him on the straight or anything, so he leaves out and bet $65. I think about it for a minute, and I'm like, you know what? I just got here. Maybe he has ace king, or maybe he's chasing, or maybe he has clubs too. But at the same time, I'm like, hey, I can't go anywhere. So I decided to try my eyes. Hey, I'm going to gamble one time. So I made a total of 165. So he looks at me. I don't give him any eye contact, because obviously I got to keep my image secure. He thinks I'm bluffing, I'm guessing. So he takes a nice amount of time to actually figure out if he wants to make the call. So I'm hoping he doesn't make the call, because if that card doesn't come, I'm pretty much dead. But at the same time, it kind of puts me in this position to see if I want to continue to bet. So eventually he asks how much is it, and he makes the call. So here we go. And then the dealer turns over six of club, and I get there. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Best card I wanted to see. No pair up or anything. So when the action comes to me, I go ahead and lead out 157 all in to finish it out. I put my cards in the front because I kind of felt like he wasn't going to call, but then I looked at his stack. He has about a good, I want to say almost 200 left and everything. So he thinks about it for a while, and I'm kind of looking like, man, I don't know what he was playing or what he was chasing, but I'm hoping he calls, because right now I've been on a big downswing in poker, so I'm really trying to bounce back. But hey, one thing for sure, I'm not leaving this pot, because I already know I have the lock hand, and I was hoping a club come, and the dealer puts the club up there, and eventually he thinks about it, and then he makes the call, and I turned over ace-2 club suited. He yells out good hand. Hey, It's a nice pot. We go ahead and scoop it up, and we on to the next. I was hoping the dealer put my card up there because right now I'm on a mission to get some money, y'all. Let's get it. All right, so we're going into the next hand. I'm in a small blind position with Jack 3 offsuit. No, I don't play these type of hands, but nobody raised on the blind, so I went ahead and just played it. When the flop comes out, it comes out 10-4 Jack. I have top pair with a horrible kicker. Um, I'm not liking it, but I checked this to see my odds. And the cutoff, we decided to go ahead and make it a total of $15. I'm not going to raise or anything out of the board, so I just flat call it. Don't want to get all out of hand and everything. The dealer turns over a 3. Give me two pair. A flush did come, but I feel like I'm kind of ahead, but I'm not going to bet anything, so I check again. He checks back, and the dealer turns over a 7 of spade. So now I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try my hand. I go ahead and make out a bet of $30 just to see where it's at. He snap calls me. I'm like, oh, I hope you don't have a flush. And I turn over two pair, and it's good. We'll scoop up this pot. Let's get to it, y'all. So going into the next hand, while in the cutoff position, I get dealt pocket jacks. Oh yeah, good position to be in with pocket jacks. Everybody limps. So when the action comes back to me, you know what I had to do? I had to go ahead and make it a total of $25. I normally don't like pocket jacks because it seems like to me, like they just don't hold up. So I'm hoping when I have pocket jacks, I get no callers, but surprisingly, I get three callers. We're going into the pot. And then next thing you know, the dealer turns out a 296. I'm definitely liking this board. There's no possible way for a straight, no possible way for a flush. So first person, he decides to make a check, and the person across from me, he leaves out with $100. I'm feeling like that's a bluff call, so I go ahead and just make a snap call. He instantly makes like a different type of body language, like he was like shocked. The other player, he thinks about it for a while, so I'm looking like, hey, you know what? Just get out the pot. Let me go head up with him. I'm hoping he doesn't have an overpair. I'm like, do not put a king or a queen on this board or an ace. I don't feel like I'm behind or anything. I feel like I'm ahead considering how these players were playing the whole time. So we go ahead and make the call. Everybody, he decides to make the $100 call too. The dealer turns over a 10 of diamond. So I feel like, you know what? I don't put anybody on a set of tens. So the player checks. So when it gets to me, you know what I did? I went ahead and led out with a total of $135. Now I feel like I'm definitely ahead because everybody just the table just seemed off. Like I feel like everybody's playing super tight and everybody is just chasing. So I feel like I got to keep my image secure and play my hand to the best I can because I don't want anybody taking this pot. And I'm feel like if you got to overpair, you're gonna have to beat me out of it. So eventually, everybody thinks about it, and then they make the fold. The other player, he decided to make the fold as well, but before he did, he was just mugging me down so hard. Like I don't know what it was. Like I guess he didn't believe me. Like he was really trying to get some type of sign out of me, but I stood my ground, kept my image secure. Eventually, he ended up laying it down, and he asked me to go ahead and show him. I went ahead and showed him the pocket jets just to show, hey, I mean business at this table. So he's okay, good hand. And now we're off to the next. Going off into the next hand, I get dealt Ace Jack diamonds while in a small blind position. I got to be the first to act, so I don't like it. So under the gun, he decides to raise 15. I get two more callers to make a call. I think about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm not finna play around like this. I got to be the first to act, so I don't want anybody playing in this spot. So I decided to re-raise for a total of $130. Well, 131 because I'm the small blind. Everybody immediately says, "Why so much?" I just said to myself, "Hey, you're gonna have to pay to see this flop." Everybody makes the fold and we're off to the next. Man, so going into this hand, man, this is crazy, man. Let me know what y'all think about this, because this was horrible. I feel like dude got a vengeance against me. I get dealt King 5 suited diamonds in the cutoff position. The pot was raised. I just made the call, and the dealer turns out a board that I wanted to see. 5, 5, 6. It's no possible way for a flush. No straight anything, but I know I am ahead. So I do like this pot. So everybody chased the me. So when the action gets around to me, I'm not going to slow play. I'm going to go ahead and bet out early because, like I said, I'm on a downswing right now. So I'm trying to get a lot of money back and bounce back. So I raised it up to $70 just to lead out. So the button, he thinks about it for a while and he says to me, "Why so much?" I keep my image secure, don't even say anything. So the player that I got labeled as terrible player, this guy, I don't know what it is. Like, he just doesn't believe me, or like, I'm guessing he's mad because I literally came to the table and just started catching hands and getting hot. He go ahead and make the call, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what he's chasing or what he has, unless he has a five with a better kicker, but I don't put him on an ace five. So he makes the call. Didn't want to see that. And then the dealer turns over a 10 of club. So I mean, it doesn't really do anything for my hand, and two clubs pop up on board. So I mean, it's a chance for a backdoor flush, but I'm not leaving this pot. I'm pretty much committed. So I lead out with a bet of $150. So I'm hoping either he just folds or he lets it go, but I'm guessing he still doesn't believe me. I make it $150 and he still go ahead and make the call. Then the dealer turns over a two of heart. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and push this. I'm thinking like, you know what? I know I gotta be ahead. Like, I don't know what this guy is playing or what he's trying to prove or something. So when he checks back to me, I'm like, okay, maybe he was chasing a straight. Maybe he was chasing a flush. I don't know. So I look at his stack. He still has about probably 500 in front of him or so. So I just make it a bet, a total of $260. He snap calls. Before I got a chance to say my hand, he says straight and turns over a 4-3. Oh my god! What in the fuck is that? I can't believe this shit. Horrible, man. So on to the next hand. While in the big blind, I get dealt pocket tens. I'm on major tilt right now. Like, I'm so heated that he even did that. Like, it was terrible. So a few people raised up to $15. I'm definitely on tilt. I'm not finna play around. I definitely want my money back. For anybody that say they professional poker players, they know good and well how the moments get when you're on tilt and the person that called you with a bad hand and you definitely want that money back. It's nobody that can ever admit and say they don't feel this way sometimes. So I raised $125. I couldn't play around. I don't like what just happened. I definitely need my money back. I'm here to gamble now. I got a vengeance against everybody, especially the guy on the corner of the table. I don't know his name, but it pissed me off. He made the call $125. The other player in the small buy position, he went ahead and went all in with just a total of $45. So I'm like, good. I got my mans in the pot. That's what I'm waiting for. So let's go ahead and get this money. And I'm hoping the dealer puts my cards up there so I can go ahead and get all that money that he got sitting over there. And when the flop comes, the dealer turns over a five, ace, king. Definitely not the right board for my type of hand. Two hearts and two over pairs. So Ashton gets over to me. I literally check. He checks back instantly, and the dealer turns over a three of spade. I don't really like this board at all, but I feel like what he's playing, he definitely bullshits a lot. So I check just to see what he'd do, and he leaves out with a bet of $90. Okay, so now I feel like he definitely could be bluffing, like, or he just feels like I'm definitely on tilt, which I definitely am because I shouldn't have lost that hand. He shouldn't have played the cards that he played, but hey, it's poker. So I don't believe him. So I go ahead and I make the call of $90. The dealer turns over a two of heart. So with this board, I do not like it at all. It didn't help my hand at all. I don't know what I want to do, but at the same time, I'm feeling like Red from Friday. I want my bite back. This man took my money on some bullshit, chasing me down. I feel like he had a vengeance. So he checks, and I'm like, you know what? I don't like this shit, man. I'm about to try my hand. I'm about to go ahead and make me a bet just because. I want to take this pot, but I want to see if he's going to actually call. So I make it a total of 120 just to see what he does. I'm hoping he don't call because I definitely am behind if he has a better hand, but he folds. Thank you. The other guy, I showed him that I got pocket tens. He mucks his hand, and I scoop over a nice size pot. And I told him, hey, why don't you put that 4-3 back in the pot like you did? And he just looked at me, smiled, and shook his head. I'm like, hey, you know what? It's poker. I understand, y'all. You know, the card's gonna come out how it's gonna come. But at the same time, man, I'm like, you know what? It's just some hands you just don't supposed to play. Some hands you don't supposed to be in. But at the same time, you know what? It's your money, so you know you can play how you want to play, do what you want to do. For anybody that plays poker, professional poker, and everything or whatnot, you know, this don't pertain to you. I mean, if you play them type of hands, hey, that's on you. But a good poker pro knows what type of hands to play, what type of hands to fold, and it was just too much. But I got my leg back, so I don't care. So I'm on tilt, but I got it back. I'm breaking even, so I can't complain. I'm very happy about this. So we on to the next hand. So with the last hand, I didn't get a chance to put it up, but I got dealt 10-9 offsuit. So the pot is already nice. So the flop already came out 10-9-10. I flopped the full house on the turn. So the player to my right, he goes all in, and the other guy that I called a terrible player, he's in the pot still as well. So I'm looking at the board. I got two ways to get a full house, however way I want to do it. So I just wanted to go ahead and make a flat call of his $63 all in, just because I wanted the other guy to make the call as well, so that way we can have a side pot, so I can at least get some more of my value back. But he instantly snap folds. I tell the guy that I have a full house, turn it over. He's like, "Oh wow, that is crazy." He turns over a full house as well, but he has nice, but a six, I believe. But that's the end of the video, y'all. That's my profit 587. I do appreciate y'all. Like I said, man, you know, I'm still learning everything as far as with the vlogging and everything and whatnot. But please let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all feel about that board while I lost with the set of fives and everything and whatnot. Please subscribe to the channel. Like it, share it. You know, it really helps out a lot. Like I said, I appreciate all the positive feedback I've been getting. I'm definitely trying to get better with the videos. Don't worry, the music, I'm going to get that in control as well. So please bear with me. If anybody has any tips on far as with the editing, please help me out. I'm trying to figure out how to do a better overlay with the cards and everything as well. Um, Also, I'm trying to figure out how to get better with the timing as well, with the turn on the cards and with the timing on the folds and everything and whatnot. But I'm trying to make sure I get the best editing as much as I can. So please help me out, give me positive feedback and everything and whatnot. But please subscribe to this channel. And also, if anybody can definitely give me a site or an app as far as with the overlay with the cars, you know, or what you think about the overlay that I have right now. If I can improve on it, or if there's anything that you guys will recommend, I would definitely appreciate that as well. I want to appreciate all the support I've been getting, even the criticism from people, you know, that feel like they're super professionals and never lose. Hey, that's what's up. Hey, I like the motivation, man. You know, I'm a definitely stay motivated, stay focused and everything. I'm not going to quit. And everybody that's leading me and pushing me to be better and to keep doing this, I'm going to keep doing this for y'all, man. So please, like I said, subscribe to this channel, man, and keep showing love, man. Thanks, y'all.